Yo, testing 1-1. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday, the 29th of March, 2023. Remember, it's our Wednesday night program. It's our Wednesday night program, viewers, where we highlight the public concerns of you concerning the road, the bridges, the drainage, the lack of MP in your community, the lack of representation in your community. Remember, it's a Wednesday night. Tonight is our program. We have been doing it for the last 2 years, viewers, and we're continuing as normal. So, remember, call your friends, call your family, let them know that Real Talk with Saieed Ali is going live on the network, the #1 current affairs program right here in our beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. We should be living as kings and queens in our country. You know why? We have too many resources to have paupers in our country, to have pipers in our country, to have a state where we would say the lower class people in our country. We have too many resources to be living like this. Imagine that. We are an oil and gas belt country, and we're suffering for better roads. We're suffering for better water supply. Just imagine, we're suffering for proper street light in our country, on the nation roads, in the community, in the back road, in the village. Why should we be suffering for them things? 1.4 million people in our country, and yet we are suffering. We had a refinery, one of the best in the Caribbean, the only island in the Caribbean that had a refinery, I believe, is Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad, but yet we suffering for what? Why are we suffering? Is it because of bad management? Is it because there are people who are educated with book sense and no common sense into making it? How do we fix that? Or how do we do this? Or how do we go forward? Or how do we create a better life for our citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? Or is it just money-grabbing individuals with no common sense and all they care about is power? 238-6716 is the phone line to get in touch with us, viewers. Remember, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is the #1 current affairs program. We go live on Synergy from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember that, viewers. Also, a reminder, Real Talk is offering you 4% on fixed deposits. Remember that, viewers. And you know, I like to break it down. So we use a round figure of $100,000. At 4% per year, that's $4,000 per year. So if you put $100,000 on a fixed deposit at Real Talk, you're getting 20% at the end of 5 years. So what do you get? You're getting $20,000 on $100,000. No financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you that. You're only getting it at Real Talk. Remember, those of you who want to be members of our Real Talk Credit Union information, it's not a problem. There's a list of requirements, just like any financial institution. But with us now, you can open an account for your kid. Remember that. Remember that, viewers. You can start saving for your kids at an early age. So think about that. Think about that. So as we start our program tonight, viewers, just a little update. You're going to be surprised. The United States Department of State on Tuesday published a final ruling regarding increase to certain non-immigrant visa applications, processing fee for Caribbean and other visitors. The increase published Tuesday in the U.S. Federal Registry will become effective on May 30th, 2023. The State Department stated that the fees for visitor visas for business or tourists and other non-petition based, such as student and exchange visitor visas, will increase from US $160 to US $185. The fee for certain petition-based non-immigrant visa for temporary work will increase from US $190 to $205 US. And the fee for a treaty trade or treaty investor and a treaty application in a specialty occupation will increase from $205 US to $315 US. The fee for most non-petition based visas were last updated in 2012, and certain other visas fee were last updated in 2014. So those of you applying for visas will meet with an increase. One thing I've noticed in Trinidad is that when you hear one state decides to raise or a price increase in a certain product in Trinidad, let's say water, TNTech, gas, oil, groceries, when something goes up, round the clock, increase its price. All business place, all developing business place, all markets, stalls, food vendors, whatever you have, they increase their prices also. That's just the reality we live in today. But what we will do? The state has decided to challenge a $20 million award to 9 men who were freed of the murder of businesswoman Vinja Naipal Coolman. The Attorney General office revealed that AG Regional Armor is awaiting the fixing of a date for the hearing of the application and remains consistent in his commitment to ensure that the public continues to be updated on the progress of this matter. In January, a High Court master ordered the compensation for a group of persons during her decision in the malicious prosecution case. The group filed the lawsuit almost 4 years after they were freed of charges in late May 2016. Based on the original judgment, the 9 former Diego Martin accused were each set to receive $2.1 million in compensation. Wow. Soon after the ruling, the AG announced that the reason the state did not mount a defense was due to the fact that the case file went missing after it was delivered to the Solicitor General's office. Amidst a public outcry, the AG launched a probe into the matter and hired retired court judge Stanley John to probe the mysterious disappearance of the file. During the early stages of the probe, however, John said it was revealed that the file had been returned to the Solicitor General's office. So apparently, like, they didn't know where it went missing. But nevertheless, I want to thank the AG publicly for his office now challenging the award of the $20 million that was supposed to be paid for 9 individuals. But nevertheless, it's about time now, viewers, that somebody in the AG's office actually pick up this matter. They actually pick up the matter. Remember, viewers, it's $20 million of taxpaying citizen money. Remember that, It's hard, Right now, it's hard, Out there, it's hard, That is why we at Real Talk Credit Union is offering you a 4% on your fixed deposits. To make it easy for you. More money at the end of the year, more money at the end of 5 years, more money in general. It's nice to know that somebody at Real Talk Group cares for you, the citizen of our country. We care about you. If we didn't care about you, we would not have been competing in our country for better reward. Imagine that, We're competing against others. Big financial institution. Just to make sure you get a better reward on your investment. Who else doing that for you? Nobody. Your bank that you're banking for 20 years and 40 years, you think the business about you? They ain't business about you. They don't business about you. All they care is about their institution. But we know at Real Talk, you have seen from time to time that we care about you. I, Saeed, care about the citizen. Hence the reason why I have been pushing for a lot of legislations and amendments just for you, the citizen. Just for you. Let me tell you something. You know who I work hard for? I work hard for you, the citizens. For you. Somebody would say, Saeed, you're talking nonsense. You're working hard to put money in your pocket. Okay, now listen to this. I am working hard to put money in my pocket to make sure that I could pay for this program and pay for workers. For who? For you, the citizen, to benefit. You know why? Because I have created this platform for you to call in, highlight the issues, and get something done based on the issue you highlight. So who am I working for? Who am I working for? I'm working hard for you. For you, the people. My director come here every day from 5 o'clock. You think he bound to come here? No, he could have been lost somewhere lying with the girlfriend or his wife, or me and the girlfriend and the wife together. I know, you understand? But just saying. But he come here to put the program together for you. My staff work here on a daily basis. You know why? We get the news and resources for who? For you, the citizens, to make this program go live from 7 to 8 p.m. And we also give you our phone line to call in and highlight the issues. So who are we working hard for? For you. Just to make sure that there's a platform. Just to make sure that there's a platform. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to start our public concerns night tonight. And when we come back also, viewers, we're going straight up to Manzanilla after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. And we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So the Minister of Works and Transport, Rohan Sinanan, have stated that flooding issues along the Manzanilla-Mayaro road is due to worsen in the future due to climate change. Now, viewers, he stated that over the period between the 21st to the 28th of November 2022, there was a structural collapse of the roadway as a result of heavy rainfall. CNN stated that due to the global warming, this flooding event is likely to increase frequently. Listen to this.
Over the period between 21st to 20th November 2022, there was structural collapse of the roadway as a result of consistent and heavy rainfall. These failures also occurred in 2014 and twice prior to that. Investigations have indicated that these failures was a result of excessive water flowing from the swamp. The Nariva swamp is the largest swamp in the country, and currently there are 11 catchments with 8 points of entry into the swamp. Due to global warming, this flooding event is likely to increase in frequency. It is also a very highly sensitive area.
Now viewers, CNN stated that a temporary diversion of an unpaved road using milled material was built in order to restore connectivity. The minister added that the diversion has a spread of 40 kilometers. They have a diversion, listen to this, there is a diversion, and the speed on that road is 40 kilometers per hour. However, due to motorists not adhering to the speed limit and a heavy vehicle using the roadway or the accessway, the energy facilitates in the Mayaro area from time to time damage this road. The damage to the road will occur. I will show you that road just now. However, CNN noted that his ministry continued to check the roadway weekly and undertake maintenance work when required. Listen to this.
A temporary diversion of an unpaved road using mill material was built in order to restore connectivity between the respective communities in the shortest possible time frame. The diversion has a speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour. However, due to motorists not adhering to the speed limit and the heavy vehicles using the roadway to access the energy facilities in the Mayaro area, from time to time, damage to this roadway will occur. However, the Ministry of Works and Transport continues to check the roadway weekly and undertake maintenance work when required.
Now Trinidad and Tobago. In response to a question on the progress of a new road, he said 2 days ago that bypass road was checked and deemed to be in a satisfactory condition. He stated that in 2014, over $40 million was spent, and within a couple of years, the road had been rebuilt. He said the Ministry of Works and Transport must, however, ensure that when they construct the road in the future, it does not damage the Nariva swamp. Listen to this.
Madam Speaker, up to 2 days ago, the roadway was checked and deemed to be in a satisfactory condition based on the challenges of the area. However, the ministry at the moment is undertaking the designs and all the studies to facilitate the construction of a new road. And I want to indicate, as the member will be aware, that is a very sensitive area. And what we don't want to happen is what happened in 2014, where over $40 million was spent, and a couple of years after, again, we have to go back and rebuild the road. It is a very sensitive area, and the studies has to be done. We are working now with the IMA, the EMA, the University of the West Indies, and different units at the ministry to ensure that when we construct the road in the future, the road can withstand and do not damage the Nariva swamp.
Trinidad and Tobago. So $14 million spent that was previously spent for a temporary road fix, for the minister to now come and say the road will damage due to climate change. After you spend $14 million, now you come to tell me that. Hear this now. Residents of Rio Claro, Mayaro, Manzanilla, and other areas connected to the Manzanilla-Mayaro road, which was severely damaged in flood during the heavy rain in November last year, are complaining that the temporary road is driving some of them to the poorhouse. The 10-kilometer bypass road was constructed to replace a portion of the Manzanilla-Mayaro main road that had been destroyed by flood water back in December last year. So only in December last year, the road damage, they spent $14 million. December last year, road damage. This is March month. Today is only the 29th of March. 3 months down the road, after spending $14 million, you come to tell the public now that due to climate change, roads will be damaged in the future. We talk about 3 months after, eh? 3 months after. $14 million done spent. While taxi drivers complain about the damage to their vehicle, commuters are complaining that their commute to Sandy Grande and other areas has become very uncomfortable, and getting transport has become a major issue. So that is some of the incident that took place, the damages of the road. We have the footage of the road, the metal. Nice. So viewers, residents who once lived along the seaside houses say they have not been able to access their house for months. The road had been closed for weeks after the flooding disaster, and the Ministry of Works carved out temporary road throughout the coconut field on the side, but heavy trucks and speeding cars quickly erode the crushing asphalt surface, leaving maze of pothole. Sinanan said the government is making every effort to have the road repaired before the rainy season comes. So viewers, that is part of the damages to the Manzanilla Road. I showed the video footage with the milled, the stony area where they fixed the road. So viewers, my team went up there today. We went up there today. And what you're seeing on screen is parts of the road being damaged, yes. But they fixed part of the road with milled material. You know, long ago, when they used to fix road, they use blue metal. They use blue metal to patch road before they put the oil on it. Those of you remember that? You all remember that? Yes, it was got footage of the road itself with the blue metal. Waste I run. So viewers, long ago, they used to fix road with blue metal and pass oil on it before they pave it. The Manzanilla Road actually is like that. The camera guy went up there and I don't know where he take. The whole road, I believe is the 10-kilometer road. They put down blue metal, stone. That is what they put down. Stone on the road. And when motorists pass on the road, oncoming vehicle a stone could flick on a tire and cause damages to windscreen. Going up the road and your glass down, a stone could flick from an oncoming vehicle and pelt it inside your vehicle. You could burst tire. You're damaging shocks. That is the type of road that they are up there. $14 million spent, and they did not pave the road. And villagers, taxi drivers, maxi drivers, truck drivers, they are complaining. Now, Rohan Sinanan said he went up there about 2 days ago, and the road is perfect, the road is good, but it's not a paved road. We live in Trinidad and Tobago, and you know when a machine digs up a piece of road, there's put down blue metal. It's stone that puts it down on the road. The sad part about it is that they pass a heavy steamroller, and that's it right there. No oil on the road, no paving on the road. It's just a stone road. I am proud to say it's a stone road. You know why? I went and checked it myself. I went and checked it myself. Look at it. A stone road. $14 million spent to build a road, and it has not been paved. If two vehicles passing side by side, you have to be careful. A stone could flick and mash up your windscreen. A stone could flick and damage you inside your car. Look at the road. That is the Manzanilla road, people. Look at it. It's a stone road. Now you're coming to tell the citizen 3 months into 2023 that climate change could damage the road. All you ain't paved the road. All you ain't paved the road. $14 million spent and no paved road. I took a drive up there, and believe me, hey. You know what happened? Run the room video. Look at the road, look at it. It's a stone road, Mr. Sinanan. So when you ball the road perfect, the road ain't perfect. It's a stone road, look at it. 14 million and it's a stone road. I could talk about it. I went there, I was on site. It's a stone road, not a paved road. How we would say it's a gravel road. That is what we would call it. A gravel road that you pass a heavy steamroller on it and it compact the stone and that's it. So don't go in Parliament. Come back to me. Come back to me. Sinanan, don't go in Parliament and tell people that the vehicles speeding and heavy trucks and heavy equipment. No. It's a stone road you build. Anybody using that road? I'll call in the program. Call in the program and let Trinidad and Tobago know it's a stone road they're passing on and not a paved road. Caller, we have a call? Caller, good night.
Very, very good evening to you, Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
So, what planet Mr. Sinanan from? I wonder if he's from planet Earth because global warming and climate change didn't start last month or last night.
Yep.
The whole entire planet has become a sensitive area. The whole planet has now become a sensitive planet because of climate change and global warming.
Yes.
So climate change was responsible for the mosquito crack.
Only December it happened.
Right? The mosquito crack, whatever it is. So climate change was responsible for that. Now, while I'm not a fan of the Chinese, but these are the only people who have the technology to build a road and give a lifetime guarantee day. Because these people build hundreds of 100 and something miles of road across the sea from island to island. So they're really good. And finally, last thing, Paula Marie, shut up, stop making comments about racialism and all kind of nonsense. You had your term in office to do the right thing, you did not. You break the law. Enjoy your retirement, please, and stay quiet. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, because of the potholes that happened, hey, I want somebody from the Rio Claro, Manzanilla side who living up there, all call in the program. Call in the program and let Trinidad and Tobago know that the Ministry of Works and Transport, they build a gravel road. It's blue metal, it's stone. You compact it with a heavy steamroller, and that's it. That's it. When I went up there, there were some potholes. Potholes. You see, I go tell you something. Just play that room video, eh?
Yeah, man.
Rim. Stone Road.
This rim, what happened, you hit a pothole, you rim bent, and it's making a pressure. So we're going to show you guys. So if you look here, you're going to see where the needle have a space. So it's right in the area it's escaping out. What I'm going to do is to pump it out, and there's multiple bends on the rim. So what we're going to do is take care of him, put it back on the wrench, make him happy.
That was my Range Rover rim. Where did it bend? In Trinidad, any pothole. I was driving my Range Rover, good. Bam! Pothole. Pothole was so deep that it bent the rim in my Range Rover. It bent our rim. So who is going to pay for my rim now? When I pay taxes on every single thing that I purchase in Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks to Savage Custom. They repaired the rim. But it costed me. Look at the size of the bent on the rim. And wasn't one exact spot, you know. A couple bent on the rim. It's a Range Rover rim. You gotta tell me, I worked hard, bought a Range Rover. My Range Rover had to be perfect to run on the road, but the road is not even perfect for my Range Rover. Imagine that. Imagine that. Now Rohan wants to go in Parliament now and talk about the road nice up in Manzanilla. It's a stone road you built. That is why I was at. It's like to give them facts and idea, you know. So when I come here and I start to hammer them, show about the gravel road again. I want you to understand. It's a stone road and it's not a paved road. This is what I want you to understand, Trinidad and Tobago. $14 million spent for a stone road. That look like it paved? Look at it carefully. Through the coconut. A stone road. And they're boasting about the road nice and road good and roads. Trinidad and Tobago, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Come back to me. Don't be fooled by when you hear that in Parliament and they're talking about oh nice and it's good and every week we go in and check it. Don't get tired up. Don't get tired up. Call her good night.
Hello?
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, you hear me?
You're live. Go right ahead.
Yes, I want to talk about the water problem we're having in Prisal here and water still not to be taking any attention on our behalf. What has happened? Since the 14th of this month here, we had a supply of water. And up to now, we can't get a supply. When you contact water, they give you all kind of Nancy story.
Okay, what area is this?
This is Prisal and the surrounding areas. The last time I contacted water, they said that they had some breakdown. I contacted them again today. And then they said that
low water pressure. I have some questions, some burning questions. When will the supply be returned? What are you doing to correct the situation? And all they will tell me, you apply for truck one water. Let me tell you the reality in truck one water. When you apply to the water, the 800, when you apply to the 840 for 20 like you, sometimes you wait about 30 to 45 minutes before you get a call. And then they're telling you that you have to wait within 4 working days before you get a supply of water. That is ridiculous, and this has been going on for the past 3 years now. And nobody at water seems to be entertaining this complaint at all. So I don't know if you could just, what you can do to assist the people in Crystal and the surrounding areas. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. For the past 3 years, we have been experiencing this, and nobody at water wants to take it on. When you call the RIC, they to complain to water, and so they can to and fro.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, thank you, Saeed.
So viewers, $14 million spent. $14 million spent. Run that video. A stone road they build. And you see the thing is, viewers, the reason why I like this is they're going to Parliament and they're balling the road good. The road good, that's what they're saying. I want somebody from the Rio Claro area, Mayaro, who uses that road. Or call in the program. Call in the program and let the rest of Trinidad and Tobago citizens know that there's a stone road they build. $14 million and not even a coating of asphalt on the road to say, well, at least they put a little sheet of paving on it. Nothing. You go up there and one pass, stone could fly up and hit your windscreen. Stone could fly and come inside your car. Stone could burst your headlight. It could burst your park light. It could burst your tire. And they want to talk about the road nice. Call her good night. Hello? Hello?
Yes, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Yes, you're talking about the Manzan stretch, right?
Yes.
It's a nice boy. A real nice too. No, they make this one right. So hear us now. What I asked us, right? The person who made that video, they could not drive up by the house on here and see the nice paved road top of there, right? They could not go and see that. The person who owning that property on the right side, they will choose to watch more Manzan road paved down. Everybody know that. And 15 million you spend up a gravel on a road, right?
14 million.
14 million, and then people taking that there, people taking and staying quiet. $14 million in gravel.
Yep.
People know how much money gravel is that? But you can get half a trailer out of money, right? I tell you, we really stripping this country, really stripping it. And WhatsApp. Now, is it that last call I was talking about WhatsApp? The man talking sense there, WhatsApp is the cooler people and the water, right? That is all going on right now. It's dry season, real dry. WhatsApp ain't even know water. Hear the trick in it, side. When you call that 800 numbers, once in a round, man talking serious thing, you want to go and buy $600 for a truckload of truckborne water. That's the price you have to pay, and that lasts you probably a week. So check every week you spend $600 behind water, and then they come and hit in your bill after that WhatsApp.
What happened?
Things are making sense now, guys.
I understand.
You enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, look at this. This is Manzanilla. Does that look like it has paving on it? Look at it. That is a still shot of the road that they repair. What part of that road have paving on it? And they ball the road good. Look at it carefully. We could guys zoom up on that. Director. Look at it, viewers. It's a stone road they built for 14 million. Look at it. Look at it. Zoom up on it. Anybody, but it's gravel, look at that. But Sinaran gone up in Parliament and saying, oh, the road is a good road. But if you're driving hard, it could deteriorate the road. It must deteriorate the road. It's gravel, look at it. Gravel road, no paving. Watch me now, viewers. You see tonight this whole show is about that Manzanilla stretch, You see, just when Sinaran gone up and say the road good, and the price, $14 million, and then 2-3 months after you come and say climate change go damage the road. Look Manzanilla road right there. Look Manzanilla road. Look at it. Well, let's talk now. Look at that. That is stretch where they're talking about. That's the road where they say they're fixed. Look at it. $14 million of taxpaying citizen money. And they say the road good. Look at that. And that looking like it have asphalt on it. It looking like it paved. A heavy steamroller, probably a 20-ton steamroller, roll on it, compact it, and that's it. That's it. Call a good night.
Hello, good night.
You're live. Go right ahead.
Mr. Said?
Yes, sir. You're live.
I was planning to go Mayaro this evening, tomorrow morning, but I'm studying which side to pass because they say this side good and that side good and that side bad. So I know which side to go. Could you give me Mr. Sinan's number? Let me call him and ask him which side to really pass.
Sure, I'm down. Look, viewers, look at the road. The Bolin road good. I have no idea on if they're waiting on a next tsunami to hit Mayaro to pave the road. You cannot go up in Parliament and tell them the road good and you spend $14 million 2 months after. You're saying natural disaster. And all of a sudden now, the road nice. 2 days ago, all went up. They all went up and visited a gravel road. Slow down the video. You can slow it down. You can slow down the video. I want the citizens to see the type of road. I want them to see it's a gravel road. It's gravel all they're looking at. That they're saying in Parliament that it's good road. All you think it easy. And then they're going to come and then every 5 years now, we clown Bolin, great is them. $14 million spent and all cargo Mayaro in peace. You cannot travel from Mayaro to Manzanilla comfortable. Because you're always rocking and you're leaning and you're squeezing the other person or the other person squeezing you on a door in a vehicle. All of us on this climate change now. I want to hear our next nice story. Come back to my director. I want to hear our next nice story with Marvin Gonzalez. Here it is. Trinidad and Tobago is progressing through the 3rd month of 2023 dry season without the Water and Sewerage Authority having to implement a water restriction schedule. Some things that had become common for a period of time in the past years. This was the word from Minister of Utility, Marvin Gonzalez. Now, yesterday, as he noted that the water rationing has so far been unnecessary this year, Gonzalez said the decision to deal with non-revenue water or water loss due to leaks or unauthorized connection had maximized water flow for citizens. The people of Trinidad or the people of Tobago are in a very good place, said Gonzalez. Tobago, all in a good place? Feel free to call in. However, he warned that some parts of the country could be placed under a water restriction schedule if the current level of dryness continue over the next 3 weeks. He's the weatherman. During the dry season, water restriction on hose and pressure washer are sometimes implemented, but not this year. Gonzalez asked the public to do the right thing. He said, although TNT has water, you should not continue watering your lawn. I wonder what Mocha doing. Their lawn spins 24/0 on a timer. Why don't Gonzalez go up to Mocha and tell them turn off their water? That water in the lawn. You mustn't wash down your yard or power wash. And all this kind of thing. Do the responsible thing. So here it is. I paid for my water, Trinidad and Tobago. I paid for my water. My Marvin telling me now I mustn't use a sprinkler. I mustn't wash down my mossy yard. Well, then why the hell am I paying water? Marvin, I need you to answer that. You see, I go tell you something, Marvin. Because all you have high positions, all you could pay somebody to wash down all your yard. All you could power wash all your yard and nobody go tell all you nothing. Or you could have sprinklers right around all your house and nobody can tell all you nothing. But the day a poor man put up a sprinkler to wet his lawn, or a farmer put up a sprinkler in his garden, you know what I want to charge the farmer? Gonzalez, you know what I want you to do? I want you to do like the former Minister of Public Utility. What's the former minister name? What's his name again, boy? LaHunt. Do like LaHunt and charge farmer, and you will see something. LaHunt wanted to charge a Wrong-West farmer for digging a pond and using their water. Wassa didn't full the pond, you know. Wassa didn't full the pond. But Wassa wanted to charge some farmers who taking their pond water to water their crops. Hey, let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. When you hear rain start to fall and places start to flood out, I hope Wassa could pay people, you know. Because just how the farmer in Wrong-West dig a pond and the rain fell and full the pond and Wassa want to charge them. Marvin, let me tell you something. I hope Wassa have money, you know. Because come this rainy season and rain fall and people get flooded out, my advice to them is to send an expense bill to Wassa. Send an expense bill to Wassa and tell Wassa, come and pay for my damage because it's all your water. It's all your water. Just how LaHunt wanted to order, wanted to, you know. But when I reach on TV and I stand up for the farmers and them, and I told him, if you want to charge the farmer for using their water that Wassa didn't put and the rain fell, where is Mocha? Where is Mocha getting water from to water the nice lawn in Mocha with a sprinkler? LaHunt couldn't answer. You know what happened? You want to know what happened? They had to drop the charges. So I want Marvin now to tell me, Saeed, you know you can't power wash your yard. Marvin, you paying for my water? Saeed, you know you can't put on a sprinkler to water your lawn. Marvin, you paying for my water? You are paying for my water. Don't tell me about sprinkler on my lawn. I paying for that. And your sprinkler working in your lawn? And you power washing when you have to? Well, then don't come around me with that nonsense. Because I, Saeed, will put you in a damn place. Call her good night. I do apologize, my dear. We did not hear what you are saying clearly, so I do apologize for that. Residents of Williams Hill, Mount Diablo and Pinal are calling on the government to install a booster pump that will enable them to get pipe-borne water. Residents stated that it has been 3 years since they have not received any pipe-borne water. Although the water bill keeps coming. However, they said if they do not pay the bill, they cannot get truck-borne supply. So Marvin, all the talk you talk, let me do something about that now. Let me do something about that. You want to talk? That is something to deal with. You're not getting water, but yet you're paying a bill. And if you pay your bill now, you're not getting pipe-borne water. So Marvin, what we could do about that now? What can we do about that? That is the issue to deal with. Don't tell me about don't use my sprinkler and don't power wash. I paid for water. I can leave my tap running. I paid for that. Hey, let me tell you something now. The day you hear Wassa man come and tell me Saeed, you know we got charge you for leaving your whole drive. Boy, Dan, you making joke. As you and the whole of us are going to court with me. And I'm sending a letter for Marvin to come to court and all. Yes, because I want Marvin to tell the judge that he paid for Saeed water. All if you like stupid and joke, let me tell you something. It's 6 language I just talk, you know. I don't teach too bad, you know. I stupid too bad, you know. The day was someone pull up in front of my yard and tell me I charging you for a sprinkler or for a power workshop. Is Dan, is you and your whole Wasa team going to court with Saeed. And I'm sending a letter for your senior. And I'm sending a letter for your supervisor. And I'm sending a letter for Marvin to come to court. Just for the judge to ask Marvin, you paying Saeed bill? And that's all I want him to answer. That's all I want him to answer. Because let me tell you something. For too far and for too long, we the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago have been taking caca. That they have been ramming down our throat. I paying for my water and you telling me I can't water my plant? Eh? You are paying for the gas that the government vehicle running on. But you want to tell me what I can't put on my sprinkler and I paying for my water? You come like the Prime Minister, I am paying for all your water. I am paying your bills. It's a Wednesday night, a hot tonight, you know. You see what Rohan say? That Manzanilla-Mayaro road good? You stir up the correct spirit inside this Wednesday night. The correct spirit you stir up. You know, first thing I say, oh, Saeed is a spirit man. As a drinking man. As a voodoo man. As a man that ring a bell and light a candle. And you know what I'm thanking for that? I'm thanking God for giving me that gift. Because if I was depending on human, I'm going to drag on the road for a piece of bread. But thank God I don't have to depend on nobody but God. Hence the reason why I could come here and I could open my big mouth and one time the other things they'd have a big mouth man on TV. That is me talking about what happened after. What happened after? Me and him after that. Like when the accident take place. And right here I tell him, right here on my show on the live, the next time you call me loud mouth, I know how serious the next accident will be. Because I stand up for my rights and the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So you go tell me now, paying our water rate and ain't getting water after 3 years, and if me I pay the bill, I ain't go get no truck-borne water. Marvin, that is something to address. Go down in Mondiablo in Penal and talk to the people them. Who's the councillor for that area? Who's the MP representing that area? All I cannot do something about it? Eh? You go tell me all I representing the community and the villagers that I'm crying out? 3 years no water and you had to pay a bill? Otherwise no truck-borne water? That is ridiculous. That is complete data. Complete rubbish. And then when 5 years reach now, all are going down there now and all are kissing the blood on the baby. We love you. And they might get a piece of what? They might get a piece of bony chicken. The duck mightn't have no salt in it. And that I must be okay with. Hence the reason why I don't ask nobody to fund this program. You know why? Because somebody might say, oh, Saeed, you know, you talk about a Monday, and you know, I just give you a little funding. Apologize to the public. Now, go your way. Take your money and go your way. Don't tell me how to run my program. It's only I could do that, you know. It ain't nobody again could do that, you know. Somebody don't get muzzled already. I just talk here without apologizing, you know. Raw as it is. That's why I don't stand no nonsense. I don't take on no foolishness from nobody. If you cannot be on my bandwagon going straight and forward, well, then don't come wrong, man, at all. Don't come wrong, man. Oh, by the way, I want to give a little shout out to newly appointed ASP Rajkumar. He was an inspector in Shagona Station. He visited me a few days ago and he said, Saeed, from inspector going to ASP, congratulations to him. I believe we have a photo in about us to find it. But nevertheless, to Inspector Maraj, ASP Maraj, he's at the Arima police station now. Good night to you, sir. So Trinidad and Tobago is too much nonsense taking place. Too many nonsense taking place. And it's too much a thing that we swallow in boulders without drinking a little water. And we saying thanks. Thanks for what? Thanks for what? Thanks for the boulders? No. I'm not saying thanks for no boulders, you know. Marvin can't come and tell me, say, take off your sprinkler, you know. Or you can't power wash, you know. No, Solia, man, you can't do that. I told her, I don't feel like I change in Ramadan. No, one time to fast, I fast. One time to do my show, I do my show. One time to give God thanks, I give God thanks. Know the difference. Knowledge is power. Now, there's a difference. There's a difference, people, with acknowledging and understanding. I understand I had to do a show. And I want you all to acknowledge this is how Saeed is on his program. You understand that? But when you acknowledge something, is that you're on a different level of understanding. You're not on the normal level again. You're on a different level of acknowledgement. So we are almost out of time for tonight. But nevertheless, viewers, our rerun of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30, and I believe tomorrow is a holiday. Happy Shouters Baptist Spiritual Liberation Day tomorrow, something like that. I don't know. But to the Shouter Baptist, we're wishing you all the best in your holiday tomorrow. So until we meet again, viewers, I am Saieed Ali. You have been Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night.